Here's a quick video that tells you about what this other calendars thing really is. Okay, so those other calendars are calendars that you do not own, you didn't create them, but you can still view them. You may or may not be able to edit them. Okay, so by clicking this drop down arrow next to other calendars, you can do a couple things. You can add a coworker's calendar. If it is a public calendar, one that's already been shared with you, just type in the person's email and you're good to go from there. Okay, when you have the arrow down, earlier it gave me an option to just type in the person's email address as well, but when I'm in this view, it did not pop up the person's email address, where under other calendars it did. So you may need to know your person's email address for there. Add by URL, that means that somebody else gave you a URL to their calendar. This is saying in iCal format, which is a specific format. Google Calendar can export in that if you'd like. You put in the URL and just click Add Calendar. Okay. You can import a calendar, which means that you already have that downloaded on your computer. Maybe you were using a non-cloud based calendar before and said, hey, I'm going to make that switch. And you can download it as a CSV or again in an iCal format. You choose your file and then you'll choose which calendar you're adding it to, because remember, you can have multiple calendars. And you just click import and it will add it to that calendar for you. Again, you have settings. This takes you to your general calendar settings and you can go from there with it. Okay, and finally, one of the more interesting ones is browse interesting calendars, and this is one that not a lot of people know about. Okay, this allows you to add holidays, sports, and what they call more. And they have tons of different holidays, countries, cultures, whatever. A lot of them are there. You'll also notice on the right it has more tools, which has all the same options as before. The more is kind of cool. You can do phases of the moon, you can do sunrise and sunset, different options. So maybe we'll add sports. And let's go with hockey. We want NHL. They do have multiple options, and you can choose your favorite team. Okay, we have Sharks pretty close by, so let's do the Sharks. Okay. Preview means that it will show you what it looks like, and you'll notice there are no Sharks games in August, according to this calendar. Okay. But if I get into October, you see that it has a little puck in the top left corner of the day. Okay, that means that they have a game on that day. If you click on one of them, it comes up as busy. It tells you the time and the date of the game. Okay. A little bit different with this one is that with some other things, it will give you more information. Preview does not automatically add it to your calendar. If you want to add it to your calendar, you need to come over and click subscribe. And now it is added to my calendar. Or if you accidentally click on the wrong team, say that you are a Kings fan instead of a Sharks fan and you push the wrong button, or if you switch your favorite team mid-season, you can just unsubscribe and then subscribe to your next team. Okay, let's look at the phases of the moon, because I believe this one will give you an example. Okay, so instead of a puck, this one has a moon. If you click on it, there you go, it has more details. So it'll open a new page and it tells you, hopefully, this event does not exist. Great, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, more details frequently will give you more information. Okay, the difference between the more area and sports from holidays, let's do Australian holidays. Okay, it appears a bit differently. Okay, you notice that on the holidays it does not have the symbol. It has a full day block. Okay, and when I click on that, it tells me details about it. It's a public holiday in Queensland. It's the Royal National Agricultural Show Day in Queensland. Okay, I can copy this specific event to my calendar by clicking copy to my calendar, or I can view more details. We'll see if this one works. This one does. Okay, so it gives you those details. Okay, if I want to add it, again, come back to Holidays in Australia, click subscribe, and now you have new things added to your calendar. You have interesting calendar.